Give me a
alright.
second.
Just let me know you're ready.
I gotta find it.
Zood's recording already.
I'm recording as well.
Oh. Awesome.
Alright, so I'm just going to pass the meeting to Splint, who will be given promotion. Again, as always, if you don't hear your name in the promotion list, but you believe that you should be being promoted, just hit one of us up and we'll take a look.
Alright. First of all, thank you, Deep Dracon. This is by far my favorite portion of the meeting. Those of you who have had the unfortunate pleasure of being in one of the chapters that I've run know that I enjoy meetings way too much, mostly because I get to torture people with Soldier Bee tests of knowledge, but that's neither here nor there. First set of promotions is from Newbie to Worker Bee. Reminder that this is a promotion into the official ranks of the membership of the Sinister Swarm. So that being said, our first person up for promotion from Newbie to Worker Bee is Lorak. Next is Xavian. Next is Inez. Next is Ricky Spanish. Next is Ikari and Drizzen. So congratulations from our newest Worker Bees.
Hell Swarm.
Yeah.
Hell Swarm!
Hell Swarm. Alright, now for the fun part of the promotions. This is where we get to the meat and potatoes of it. We get to torture you and make fun of you, and actually not really. We have a great time, and it's a way for us to celebrate your highest attainable rank by being active in the community. These are the promotions to the rank of Soldier Bee. So, that being said, Razlin already had his promotion, that's correct. Do we still get to pick on him?
No, he's fine.
Oh, darn it. Alright. That being said, our next available person for the promotion to work Soldier Bee is Shimmer Scales. I do not believe she is online, though.
She is not.
Let's see if I see her.
I thought she said she had some stuff she had to do today, so she couldn't be here.
Oh, that's no fun.
I'm not positive on that, but I thought I remembered her saying that.
Alright, well, that's a shame. The next person available for the possibility of promotion to the rank of Soldier Bee is Monstars. I don't know if they're on. I don't see them on Ventrilo either.
Yeah, it looks like none of them are, so just go through it.
And
They heard you're planning on torturing him.
well, it's not really torture, it's a game of sorts where we have fun and they don't.
You want to play a game?
And last but not least, the person that would be available for promotion to Soldier Bee would be Kaylin. Unfortunately, they're not on as well. That being said, I don't get to pick on anyone and I'm all sad. Definitely sad panda. But however, I will pass the next portion of the meeting over to Core Red.
Alright, thank you there, Splint. If everybody can open, if they don't already have the chat window open, please open it. I'm going to put a link in. So this link is to this month's Elder Scrolls activity calendar. As you can see, next week and the week after have not been filled in. We're looking for anybody that has a great idea or just wants some experience leading groups. Any suggestions possible, we'll slot you in there and you can run your little group. If not, it's going to be a clone of what is right above. Now, if you do want to host an event, you can either post on the forum or you can send me a PM on the forum and I'll get your event in there. That's all for myself. I'm going to pass it over to King Zood.
Thank you. Hey, everybody.
So this week, like every week, we're going to be focusing on some of our 10 laws of the swarm. For everyone that would like to read them, if you haven't read them, I will post a link in chat in just a moment. They are at the top of the forums under the must-read critical info section, and the very first post in there is the 10 laws. The link is in chat. So this week, your overlord Dracon has asked me to speak about rule number 5, positive attitude. And what we're meaning here is that we want this to be a fun environment. We're all here to play games and enjoy them. So as such, you know, we want people to have kind of a positive attitude and not let like Ventrilo or Guild Chat sort of devolve into a complaint session. Let's say that, you know, there's something going on with the game, or something works a certain way as far as a mechanic. It's okay to, you know, I mean, everybody's going to have complaints, but not to have those things kind of drag on and on. Or, you know, if there's a complaint about, you know, something going on with guild events or timing or whatever, those type of things, really, you know, try to focus on the positive and keep it constructive. If you do have an issue with someone that you don't feel is being resolved, you can always take it up with one of the chapter leaders or community leaders and try to get their attention on it. Does anybody have any questions on that? Hearing and reading that there don't seem to be any.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear.
At least about the laws. There are some questions in chat, but I will turn it over to Hobbit.
Good afternoon, everybody. Silicon Hobbit. This is my first meeting I've been able to attend to. I wasn't able to attend our last meeting last week, so it's good to see everyone. If you're in chat, you can see some of the comments right now. It says, I don't have permission, being able to view some of this stuff on the forums and such. This kind of leads directly into what I wanted to talk about. Your Soldier B rank is the rank that you're going to find in the community that's going to open up a whole bunch of other sections on the forums for you to start reading and posting and such. Obviously, that's going to need you to get your post count up on the forums to begin with. Now, there's a lot of stuff in the public sections that's new and old, as Potamus said, that you can participate in and contribute to for posts and such. And there's no problem with you starting your own post as well. So if you find something that's a little old and you want to go with a different direction on that, put a new post up there. Put an introduction post if you want. There's a section for Meet the Swarmers as well. If you have an interest in putting a picture of yourself up there, and you can read those posts and see all the members of the swarm as well. So that will get your post rank up on the forums, so you can open up these other sections that we have, so you can see the calendar, see some of these other discussions in PvE and PvP that are going on, and allow you to, you know, contribute and participate a little bit more with the forums. Beyond that, within the ESO chapter, once you get to your Soldier B rank, you are going to have full access to the guild bank. And what we do right now with the guild bank is it's pretty much our crafting repository. You can deposit normally at your newbie and worker B rank, but at Soldier B rank you have the ability to pull out anything from there as well. And every one of us are putting stuff into the guild bank, pulling stuff out of the guild bank, working on our crafting skills, sending stuff to other players as well. So if you need something to work on your crafting skill at Soldier B rank, you can go into the bank, pull out whatever you need, craft up whatever you need, put mats back in there, and this way you can start contributing as well, even more within the chapter, and working on your crafting skills. So this a big incentive to get to your Soldier B rank, because it really opens up the crafting for you and allowing you to work it up faster and quicker, and helping others to do the same as well. With that, I'll pass it back to Dracon.
So I just wanted to announce the winner of the contest for the highest PvP rank by the end of first week was in fact Farleth. And when he gets the opportunity to get with me, he gets a free Steam game out of it. And there's still a contest going currently for recruitment. Highest recruits by the end of next month. You PM to me with your recruit links and all that stuff. And they're even without their acceptance into the storm, just as long as you recruited them and went through all that kind of process to do so, gets the opportunity to win the Just Cause video game package, which is Just Cause 1 and 2, and then all of its add-ons for through Steam.
I think Quantum's slaughtering us all.
Yeah, he's too old. We can't let him do that. We gotta catch up a little bit.
You have a /raise in chat.
Bhutan.
How about the guild bank? Once you make, we only have 4 rank, worker B, soldier B can withdraw and deposit from our guild bank. Only newbies can only deposit.
Gotcha, yeah, that's right. The ranks are not expanded as much as we'd like.
Yeah, so once you make worker B, you can withdraw and deposit in the guild bank.
But that doesn't mean stop posting on the forums, because you want to make sure you get to your soldier B rank on the forum, so you can see all the other sections and read all the other sections and post in all those other sections.
Like the calendar, for instance.
Exactly.
So I'd just like to pass to Ty, who's gonna just talk about PvE and grouping and just kind of togetherness.
Alright, thank you, Dracon. Hail, everybody.
Hail.
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 It's good to see everybody here. There's a lot of people in this game that I played with in Secret World and Star Trek Online, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Guild Wars 2, so it's good to see everybody. We'd like to talk a little bit about PvE. There's not a whole lot of PvE. We're going to be doing a lot of grouping on certain nights where we do like not zone clears, but world bosses and that kind of stuff. But once we all get to veteran rank, that's when I think the game is going to open up big time for us, and we're going to be doing a lot of raids. So, with that being said, you know, just hang in there. We're going to be getting up there, and we're going to be doing some of the adventure zones. I know that they're going to be releasing an adventure zone, 12-man adventure zone, in the very near future. So we're very looking forward to that. One thing I would like to say that sets Star Wars: The Old Republic and Guild Wars 2 especially apart, well, not apart, but what it makes the Swarm. It's those guilds are typical Swarm, and what I mean by that is there's a lot of interaction in the community in game. They have a lot of things going on. Star Wars: The Old Republic, while it didn't last that long, everybody we're all buddies in game, and all the people that I played with then are now my good friends in the Swarm. So that can easily be something that we can do here in ESO for all the newbies and worker bees who have joined us. So you're going to make lifelong friends here that you're going to game with in other chapters down the road. The one way you can do that is to group up. I know that a lot of people come into this game thinking it's Skyrim, yay, Skyrim. It's an MMO, so we want to group up, we want to get to know each other. I would never have known Hobbit if I didn't group with him in Star Wars. So, did dungeons with him, instances, did raids. I could say that with Dracon as well. So, what you want to do is you want to group up. I know that we like to solo, and I know that we like to quest because it's fun and listen to the NPCs ramble on. But we joined the Sinister Swarm to be a part of a community, and as of right now, I don't see a whole lot of grouping going on. So if you're in a zone and you press G, and you see somebody in your zone, group up with them, get to know them. That's why we're here. That's why we're part of a community, is to get to know people. So I would like to see a lot more of that. And just on a little side note, if you're in a channel event and you see myself or Dracon in another channel, or myself and Hobbit, or myself and Splint, come down, join us. More the merrier. Come down and join us. The reason why we're there is probably because we're questing together. Come down, join us. Hey, I see you're in that zone. Can I join you? Oh, for certain. Come on down. More the merrier. So that's what I would like to see more of in this chapter, and I know we can do it. With that, I'll pass it back to Dracon.
Yeah, I just kind of like to iterate that as well. That, like, you know, we're not exclusive. We're inclusive. So if you see people in channel and you know, 5, 10, 2, 1, whatever, they might be down there. Like, for instance, Spider will go down to a channel for a little bit and he'll craft by himself. But that doesn't mean he wants to be alone. He just doesn't want to be bothering anybody in the main channel as he's playing with his keys. You know, just jump in, say hi, come play. One of my favorite things back in the Star Wars The Old Republic day when we first launched that chapter was Vicnaught would come on in the morning. It would be like 5 a.m. my time, and he's East Coast, and he'd be drinking his coffee, you know, reading his paper, and getting ready to go to work, and just stopping in, saying hey before he left off to work. And that's part of kind of how, like, the soul of our community is. We're a family, less than just some guild who grinds out mats, who does those kind of things. Yeah, we'll do all that, but we are involved in each other's each other's overall gaming life. You know.
I would like to add one more thing, Drake. When I log into Vent, what I'll do a lot of the time is I'll log into Vent and I'll see who's in Vent, who haven't I talked to in a while. You know, there's a lot of people in Vent games that I haven't talked to in probably a month or two because I haven't gamed with them. So I'll drop down into a channel I see one of my old Guild Wars 2 guild mates, and I'll just start chatting with them. So that's something that you guys can look forward to is you know, meeting new friends.
And then to close the meeting, I'll pass to Potamus.
Hellswarm.
Hellswarm.
Yeah.
Figured I better get one of those out there. I hadn't heard one in a while. What I will be talking about today is another swarm law, the number 10 law, honor above all else. This means you need to wear the sin tag with pride. When you wear the sin tag, you represent all of us. This means no behavior that will bring dishonor to the guild, such as botting, ninjing loot, kill stealing, playing the field, and being a member of other guilds, things like that, we do not allow. We kind of go over this in response to some issues that the game had earlier this week. There was apparently a duping exploit going on. Well, I'm proud to say, well, we did have a couple of people get suspended, but they were quickly reinstated. It was something other, but we didn't have anyone banned for exploiting, and quite proud of you guys for that. That is something that we do not do here. If you do find an exploit or some kind of glitch or bug, please do not exploit it and report it as soon as you find it.
Yeah, I am.
I threw a link up real fast, and that's again to the member survey. We're doing a survey just to kind of do our best to better this part of the guild, this chapter, and just to kind of to squash any problems before they happen. It's completely anonymous, so we have no clue who's saying what. You know, you can say whatever for all I care, whatever information is pertinent that you feel that we need to know or that fits into those categories of that survey would be great. And We will close the meeting with questions and answers and try and keep that to 10 minutes. If you have any questions, guild policies, whatever it be, throw it out, /raise and Ventrilo chat, and we'll do our best to answer.
I have something I'd like to say. It doesn't exactly qualify as a question, but can I say it?
Yes.
I'm pretty low level. I got a pretty late start. We've had a lot of people joining more recently, many that are also low level. If you are low level, don't feel like you have to wait until you're at 50 to start joining other people in the guild. I know it's already been said, look around the zone you're in and see if there's other swarm there. But everybody I met in the swarm are very friendly, and there's an awful lot of stuff that can be done better together. Even if you don't know your character real well, it actually can work out pretty well. Even if it's not a 4-man group, get together with one other person and get to know that person as you start to getting to know the swarm. That's it.
Ty, you had a...
Yes, just to reiterate a little bit what Potamus was saying is that I remember especially in the Star Wars, we would, Legend would lead us in dungeons, and we would have some struggles. Not once did we ever use a glitch or an exploit to take advantage of getting past that boss. So that's something we take very seriously and very proud of.
And then Corred.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention, don't be afraid to ask for the newer members here that, there might be only killer bees and the Overlord and the Vice Overlord on, and, Vice Lords and Vice Heralds. If you need help with something or you need something, just ask. For example, if you need 100 steel for your crafting and, ask, somebody might just have it sitting in their bank that they just didn't want to throw in the guild bank, Simple things like that. And most of us will drop what we're doing to come help you. Like, we're all here to help the guild as a whole, the swarm as a whole.
Bonwee, you had a raise and an unraise. What did you do to raise anyway?
Alright, I was just going to add, it was said, don't be afraid to group up even if you don't know your class very well. I was just going to take that a little bit further and say, if you don't know your class that well, if you're new to gaming, and there's some people here, I don't know how many people here are new to MMOs, but if you're relatively new to it, or if this is your first one, there's a whole lot to learn, and there's a whole lot of people who have been playing these games for years, with a lot of experience, and yeah, don't ever feel like you need to know something in order to group up. Like, you don't ever feel like you're holding anybody back. If you feel like you're still making it through the learning curve, and at this point in the game, we all should be to some extent or another. That's a great reason to group up, is, everybody here, especially those of us who've been around for a while, is more than happy, to help you learn, and we want everybody to learn and to be better. That makes us stronger as a group, and it makes each one of us, enjoy the game more as individuals.
Zodson.
Is it okay for swarmers to take advantage when, like, for example, when, if I offer help to swarmers and I say, anybody need any help, is it okay for them to take advantage of me and take me all the way through, I don't know, half the content and okay?
For just you specifically.
I was just trying to make a point. I just tried to form it in a question, but basically, some of us, we do offer help, so don't feel like everybody else said. Don't be afraid to take advantage of it. Take it.
Yeah, a lot of us leadership, when we get on, the first thing that we ask in guild chat after the hail is, does anyone need help? That is not a generic open-ended comment. I will drop whatever I'm doing and I'll go run you through a dungeon that I've done 1,000 times. I don't care. That has no bearing or effect on my gameplay. That's part of what I enjoy. So that pretty much goes for all of us. We're all willing to help you with whatever, even if it's way above our level or way below it. We don't care. Labum, your raise.
Yeah, basically all I wanted to say was, let me turn off text-to-speech. Anyway, basically what I wanted to say was, if you're having problems with any, builds, or if you don't, think you know your class right, it was said before, ask. And if you go to the forums, there's a ton of information there, regarding classes and different builds. The thing that's tricky with ESO, though, is that pretty much a lot of things are viable. You can go 100 different directions, and they're basically have the same outcome. It just depends on your playstyle. There are builds out there, and there are things that do work better than others, but if you talk to your fellow swarmers, I know I do. I have a whole browser full of links to different websites, to do theory crafting. And if you're better at researching than, just ask for those links. There's nothing saying that you can't ask for help, because we are only as strong as our weakest link. And the great thing about it is you have so many people here willing to help that we can all be strong. We just got to help each other out when it comes to that sort of thing.
Ritual.
I just wanted to point out that if nobody's noticed it, there is a sky shard over to the north over there. So when we're done, we could all run over and grab it.
Katie.
Oh, hey everybody. First off, I just want to say thank you for bringing me into this community. It's really awesome, and I'm having a blast here. And the second thing is, on the forums, I posted under forum official chapters, Elder Scrolls, and then under Elder Knowledge, there's a forum post I did called The Network, and it kind of explains a little of what I'm doing here, and it's getting bigger and bigger. But briefly, it's pretty deep. But briefly, it's establishing a network across a big grid of players here on the Ebonheart and the world who are really into crafting and really bulk buying and bulk selling and stuff like that. And it's no exploiting, just purely working hard and selling materials and connecting those who need something, someone who has a demand and someone who has a supply. And so I think it's something to look at, and something that if you're kind of curious as to, what's this stuff in my bags, and is it profitable, or can I make money off of it, I'm kind of the go-to guy for that. So if you have things that you don't know if it's worth money, or you have just too much stuff and you want to get rid of it, see if it's worth something, and then I can use my connections to get you money. And I don't take any cut unless you want to do it, but it's specifically just what I love to do. So it's kind of like the game for me. And so I'm a networker and like a broker. And there's some people who it really works good for in the past. And so if you got stuff, or even if you need things as well, like if you can't find something and just you don't want to have to deal with trade chat or anything like that, send me a tell, write me a letter in game, anything, and I'd be more than happy to help you find a connection for your goods, or help you even sell your goods as well.
Hobbit.
I just wanted to mention that I'm currently sitting at 50 blacksmithing, so if anyone needs any metal weapons or heavy armor made, I can make anything for you at any time. Generally, you don't have to worry about mat. Some of the lower level stuff, some of the iron, if you get something extra for that, for your level 10 through 14 or whatever. If you have anything like extra that you can toss to me while I'm creating it, fine. But generally, I'm pretty good on mat, so if you need anything for heavy armor or weapons, I can generally make that for you pretty easily, and get you a green set for that. So I'm sitting on a lot of honing stones, so just come see me.
ML Dragon.
Mine's not in the nature of a question, but I just want to say thank you for last week. I wasn't at the meeting, but I got promoted to worker bee, so thank you for that, and I look forward to being with y'all and more in the future.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, congrats, man.
Congrats.
Alright, so if there are any pressing issues that need to be talked about privately, I am always available with Anthony or Hobbit when he's around, or any of the other lords, and they can filter it to us. We can also PM on the forums if need be. And we are having a PvE event here. We'll be doing world boss clearing, sky shard hunting, and crafting. And that'll be led by Ty. If anyone wants to do a PvP event, can jump up to the PvP room and get it going. I know that I have to leave, and Hobbit does as well. We both have family event. Hobbit, how long will we be around, do you think?
Half an hour, 45 minutes tops.
So if anyone wants to volunteer to lead that PvP stuff,
I have about probably an hour or so that I can do some PvP. So I will go do the PvP stuff if anybody wants to come. Jump down to the PvP channel.
And I have just one request. It's just a request from Dragoon. That's all. He knows what it is.
I am Batman.
Then Ty, the channel's yours, sir.
All right.